Vibe Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you'll love this vibe, and everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This can be past, present, or future, you or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, check out the description below, and I'll be happy to assist you with doing so. Keep in mind that tarot is just a tool. The download that I have is that you're going to have thick skin. You cannot allow distractions to consistently interrupt you in your life. Okay? I'm picking up on energy of someone who is consistently being interrupted, or you feel you're being interrupted. Maybe this could be people maybe passing judgment on you, whether it's in your face or behind your back. You could be someone very intuitive or empathic, so you feel and see things that people are unaware of. Okay. For example, you may experience maybe people who really honestly and actually do not like you or have been gossiping about you. These same people or person will come to you maybe at work or maybe in a group setting and try to kiki, smile with you, make conversation. And what they don't know, because you don't go around, true intuitives do not go around telling people or, about their gifts. It's not because you're hiding anything. You don't feel the need to say, hey, I'm intuitive, but these people could really, in actuality, have a disdain or disliking for you. And you find it odd that these same people have tried to, or they do on a consistent basis, try to approach you and be your friend after gossiping about you, passing judgment on you. You could be someone that does divination. You could be someone on social media as well. And so Spirit is saying, even if you're not a diviner, even if you're not into spirituality, spirit is saying for you to be confident and be strong, stand in your power and your purpose and remain unconfrontational, because I'm picking up you're not confrontational, you're not likely to allow these people to take you out of your frame. You have a very pure, solid understanding when it comes to the laws of the universe and the laws of energy. And you're not allowing people to get you upset or lower your vibration, or you don't allow people to rage bait you. So you're someone who, because you're extremely gifted and you have several gifts, there are people, as I said at the beginning, they're telling me to repeat it, who have a disdain or they don't like you, meaning they have spoken negatively about you, mocked you, maybe made fun of you, maybe called you wicked, the devil, a witch, or maybe accused you of doing something that's not true. But these same people approach you and as if they have a liking for you, or, oh, I just want to talk to you kind of energy. And you've been holding your peace, collector. So Spirit is saying for you to continue to be wise, because you do have a choice. And just because you can doesn't mean that you should. We live in a world where there's a lot of unhappy people, and because we have free will, people can choose to heal themselves, or they can choose to move forward without healing themselves. And so when they choose to move forward and not taking the time to find resolve, these are the people who often project, which is what you are experiencing. So Spirit is saying this is part of the progress. This is part of your success, and do not allow it to derail you or get you off your square. That's why you are gifted, to utilize your gift for your highest power. So it's very wise of you that you are aware of what these people are saying and that you're not fronting them off. Whoever you are, Spirit is saying, keep doing that. Don't let them know that you know what they are saying and what they have said. So, yeah, you're very intuitive. You can hear and see things that other people may not be able to. Okay. Yeah. And so these same people, they may feel some type of way when they invite you somewhere, or when they try to talk to you, you're not responding the way they expected you to. It's because you're aware of what they think about you and what they have been saying about you. This reading is very specific, but either way, you are protected. So it doesn't matter how many opinions they give, how many times they gossip, how many times they call you wicked, evil, or, you're doing illegal business, or maybe they're just accusing you. I'm picking up someone just accusing you of things that are not true. Maybe because you have a different belief system than them, maybe because you don't walk like they walk, talk like they talk, but it's okay because they can poke and pry. But the more they try to pry into your world and you're minding your business, it's like you're receiving an extra layer of protection. So no weapon formed against you will ever prosper. In actuality, reality, spirit is saying what they project towards you is being returned back to them. So these people may experience hardships, loss, sadness, depression in many areas and spaces and places of their life. And it may happen suddenly out of nowhere. And this is not because you are manipulating energy. This is not because you're standing over a cauldron or burning a candle. This is their action. This is something that they are manifesting and creating on their own, because there are laws when it comes to especially messing with the chosen, and sending unwarranted energy towards people. There's a repercussion for that. There's many of laws to follow. Okay. So they may look at you, and they may envy you so much because you have a very peaceful nature, and they're trying to rage bait you. Someone's trying to pick and pry so much. They are desiring to rage bait you. They want to see you upset or distraught. So you could have a peaceful nature, as this depiction here, and this bothers these people. This is like an irritant that every time they see you, you're kind, you're calm, you're centered. And the thing is, it's not fake, and they know it's not fake. Okay. And so, yeah, this could also be people who just pretend, like I always say, a person will smile, hug, shake your hand, all those good things, even feed you, okay, but really have a disdain for you, but constantly, each and every time, you're being protected. As you see, that rock is being lifted so that it doesn't fall on those children and they continue to play or sweep or do whatever that they're doing. So you're being protected, as I was just mentioning, each and every time that they speak against you or try to project negative energy your way, you're being protected. So you can stand in confidence on that. Spirit is saying continue to be strong in the energy that you're feeling. You're not crazy. It's your haters, okay? It's these jealous people, these unhappy people, but you're constantly being protected. Like, I can't make this up. You're constantly being protected. Look at the shield. Look at the rock. Like, let me get this rock away from these kids. What is wrong with you? Get these big old rocks around these children. You know, okay. Look at that big, beautiful shield there. You're being protected by the Most High and by your spirit guide. So, nothing that they form your way, will even touch you or harm you. Okay. So, the more they hope and wish, the more they're hoping and bringing more negative energy to themselves. Okay. Yeah. So many may try to gather just off the idea of trying to poke and pry in your life and figure you out. And Spirit is saying it's really none of these people business, whether you're into spirituality, whether you're Catholic, whether you're a Jehovah Witness, whether you're a Christian, it's really nobody's business. And for someone to be so concerned, is something special wrong with these people, and to just pay them no attention. Speak your mind. Feel free to protect yourself. If you had to put a bit in a order, put a bit, in a place. Check them. But Spirit is saying you don't have to. These are insecure people. These are people who don't like the way that you stand in your authenticity. You do it with bravery. You do it with a sense of fearlessness. And people see this and they know this. And it's like they're trying to figure you out collective and they just can't figure you out. It's the way you show up with the chariot energy. You show up as your true self all the time. Okay. So, yeah, let them talk. You continue to be in your spiritual walk. Let them talk. Okay. So while they're passing judgment on you, judgment is being passed on them as well for trying to send unwarranted energy to someone who is not doing anything to them. There is no reason for their projection. There is no reason for their diabolical thoughts. Okay? Mm-hmm. 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 And these are also, Spirit is saying, people who they don't understand why is it that you don't follow trends. Why is it, like if it was lunch or dinner time and a waiter came to the table and said, okay, we have two beverages. We have lemonade or we have orange juice. And if everybody chose lemonade and you're the only one choosing orange juice, everyone's looking at you like, well, why can't you have lemonade like everybody else? Why is it that you want orange juice, collective? That kind of energy. So it disturbs them. And I'm picking up some paranoia energy. Somebody is paranoid, okay, that sees you or who's around you in a social group or social setting. This could be a friend group, this could be family. Put it where it resonates for you. They feel nervous, they feel anxious, they feel inferior, they feel afraid. Okay, this could be an older person, okay, a person that is older than you, someone you don't even know. Okay, you just know of them. Maybe you pass by each other. But I'm also picking up this person is inebriated. Okay, so if this is at work, this person is paranoid because they're at work under the influence. So basically, they're paranoid not because of you, maybe because of whatever substance that they are addicted to. Yeah. And so, meanwhile, there are people watching you build and receive prosperity, good luck, good fortune, and maybe you're in a loving relationship, even if you're just dating, and people see this. People know that you are loved, collective, by how you carry yourself, how you present yourself, and also how you treat others. Your energy is genuine, it's not fake, it's not pretend. And it's like they want to know where, it's like, how dare you be authentic? Where do you get this idea of being consistent with your authenticity? That's what it is. How dare you be authentic? And you're consistent with it. Like, ooh, you know? So keep moving forward because you're changing your world as you should. You don't owe anyone an explanation. Let people think what they think. Don't allow anyone to question you or interrogate you. And Spirit is saying, feel free if you have to cuss someone out or check them, go ahead and check them. But they're really not worth it. You can just tell a person mind their business and walk away from them and give them no more communication. Because I picked up here, which is hilarious, that somebody is passing judgment on you because they're nervous when you come around, but they're nervous because they're under the influence of some kind of substance, okay? Whether this is some kind of vice they're addicted to, drinking, pills, smoking, whatever this is. Oh boy. So maybe this person hears voices in their head. This could be many things, but continue to be free, continue to enjoy life. Do not allow these people, situations, or circumstances to take away your freedom and your bliss. It's obvious that you are a happy person, and a miserable person doesn't like to see this. They don't like to see people who have that energy of being free and not binded or bonded, someone who's in their authenticity, their original, they show up in their true nature each and every day, and it never changes, it never alters, that confuses people who choose to live a life of, pump fake and pretending to be something that they are not. Okay. There's also someone who takes part in identity theft. There could be like a thief or a crook, one of these people who are okay. See, this is coming up. Okay, one or some of these people are addicted to some kind of substance, so they sit up and gossip and project negative energy. Now I'm picking up that one or some of these people are into identity theft. So these are kleptos. These are people with issues. These are people with issues, so many issues that they can't make their mind up. They don't know who they are. These people are mentally and spiritually disheveled. They're not centered. They're not in alignment. Okay, they're biting their nails and trying to make a choice each and every day. Okay, salt or pepper. Salt or pepper, boil or bake. I don't know, bake or boil. So a lot of this projection, which is usually the case, this is not about you. This is about them. So continue to stay strong. Don't dim your light. Don't engage with these people. I'm pretty sure you won't because you understand that they're not for you. But the wow factor that's standing out in this read is that you are someone who's extremely gifted and you have a lot of gifts. You can see and hear things And also, a person does not even have to be in your presence, and you can pick up on a lot of things. I'm just leave that right there. They tell me not to go too deep. Um, but these same people talk smack about you, and then they wonder why you won't give them a certain response. It's because the collective know everything you've been saying and thinking about them. Sounds weird, but it's not. It's true. The collective is aware of everything that you have been saying and thinking negatively about them. And so when you approach the collective, they're looking like, why are you smiling and why are you doing all this? You know darn well this is very specific, but you've been doing a lot of work on yourself and you have been consistent with your work, far as keeping yourself in alignment and practicing your spiritual hygiene and making sure that your connection to source is fine tuned. You've been doing the work and you've been consistent, and that's why it's showing up this way. That's why. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. With the hermit energy, you've been taking time to go within. You're not searching outside of you for resolution. These are people that are likely to search outside of them for resolution. Okay. And then they wonder when things don't go their way. Why? Because they're searching in the wrong place. These could be the type of people who can't sit in a quiet room too long. It may bother them. It's too quiet in here, turn on some noise kind of energy. They don't want to go within, they don't want to connect. Okay. And it's okay. We all are different people. So, but that's what it is. It's not you collective, it is them. You're gifted. You're extremely gifted. I can't stop saying that. Embrace who you are. Don't run from it. Continue to use your gifts to protect yourself, and that's what you're doing. And that's why you don't engage with these people the way they want you to, because you're aware of their true feelings and their true intentions towards you. Later.